Oh, buddy! Welcome to the Food Conference State of the Union. We're so excited that you've decided to take some time out of your Thursday to join us today. Because today, we got some exciting things. Today we're going to be hearing from our president. Before he comes, we're going to give some people an opportunity to join on. My name is Coach Duran, and I'm so excited that you're here. Let's go, Bryson Graffia. Not sure how your name is pronounced, son, but I'm excited that we're here. My name is Coach Duran. I'm one of the assistant coaches of VU Church, and I'm so excited to be here today. I just wanted to give some reminders as we're allowing our friends and family and neighbors and other players to join. I just want to make sure that you're making the most out of your quarantine, okay? Because guess what? If you ain't getting better, we ain't getting better, baby. You know what I'm saying? Tag somebody right now that you want to challenge to get better. I mean, our camera crew is out of their mind. We're getting crazy out here, but today is all about giving you clarity, okay? Great teams have great plays. Why don't you write that in the freaking chat? Play, baby. I'm a game breaker. I'm a playmaker. You understand? But the thing is, we run a play each and every year, and it always works. It always works. That's VU Conference every year in Miami, Florida, baby. People from all over the world come to hang out. I'm always there. You're always there. But this year, we got a little friend that's trying to ruin our fun. And his name is Corona. Corona. Understand? Now, as a coach, you need different ways to get a message across. Okay? There's different ways to teach. Como se dice, teach, you understand? We're supposed to be in the watch go, but there's an enemy. There's an enemy that's trying to take us away. And his name is COVID-19. COVID-19, I'm going to stare you in the face right now. COVID, you got a lot of bark, but no, you ain't got no bite this year, you understand? You're trying to take us away from our conference. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, Corona, be gonna, okay? And I'm going to freaking snap this Corona away for us, because that's what we're trying to do in VU Conference. You understand? Here we go. I'm going to hit a Ric Flair on this guy. Say it with me. Type it in the chat. Corona, be gonna, baby. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Dude. Corona, be gonna. Woo! Come on, son. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need. But it's not about me today. And it's sure as heck not about Corona. You understand? It's about giving you clarity. Type in clarity in the chat. Clarity. Oh, almost knocked off our computer. So what we're going to do today is we're going to hear from our president, Pastor Rich Wilkerson. But before he comes, I want to introduce each and every person that's going to be a part of this State of the Union. First and foremost, music, please. We have three people that are on the board of VU Conference making it happen. The first is our CFO, one of COVID-19's most eligible bachelors, the Secretary of Defense for VU Conference. Shelter In was his debut. He's still looking for purpose and the why. But why don't you welcome Mr. David D. Duran. Welcome, David. Welcome, David. Thanks for being
here. It's an honor, Coach.
Secondly, we have one of our favorites at VU Conference. That's the president of VU Girl. That's right, the president of VU Girl. And she is the first lady of VU Conference. She's beautiful. She's feisty. She can preach your face off, dadgummit. Why don't you put your hands together for our one and only Pastor Nunchery? Thank you for being here, Pastor. Thank you, Pastor. Last but not least, I'll stand up because I want to introduce our Comandante, our President, our leader, our George Washington, if you will. He's our friend. We know him. We love him. Give it up for Pastor Rich Wilkerson, Jr. Hey, Pastor, welcome to the State of the Union. Welcome, Pastor.
Thank you, Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Americans, conference delegates, for the hundreds that are logged on to Instagram Live, and for the millions watching by way of YouTube and Facebook, I prepared a statement and I would like to read the statement. It is with great sadness that I have to make this announcement today. In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, and with the deepest consideration for all those being affected, VU Conference 2020 has officially been postponed to 2021. Now, although we were anticipating an unforgettable experience, our primary concern is the health and well-being of our guests and team. If you purchased a ticket for VU Conference 2020, your tickets will transfer at no additional charge to our new 2021 dates, June 17th to the 19th. We are looking forward to gathering with you for an incredible experience next June. We also have some exciting news. In just a few weeks, we will be hosting a free online experience, VU Conference Live. Stay tuned for updates on how to register next week. We love you. Stay safe.
What? What do you mean? That's what I think of that. I was supposed to see Shelter In at this year's conference.
Okay, that was slightly dramatic. Wasn't expecting that. David D, as you guys know from the show, is emotionally unstable, so pray for him. Don Shree, why don't we break character? Why don't you come sit down with us? Folks, we're just having a little bit of fun.
Just having fun.
That was one of the strangest things I've ever witnessed in my entire life.
I loved every minute of it.
What we just experienced just now with, that's my brother-in-laws, and we're making everybody work.
They make everything a little more fun.
Thank you for joining us today for our State of the Union regarding VU Conference 2020. Although we do bring you what we think is some temporarily bad news, we think there's a whole lot of good news that we want to share with you today. And we didn't just want to put a post or an email out there, but rather we wanted to come right to your homes and just take a few minutes of your day on this Thursday just to update you all around VU Conference. And so we're having some fun, of course, but we also want to share some news with you. You know, Don Shree, I think first and foremost, when it comes to VU Conference, although David D's being silly, I bet there's a lot of people out there right now that are pretty bummed. I know when I first heard about this, I was really bummed because, to be honest with you guys, up until about last week, it was still very, very undecided. Really, what was the nail in the coffin, if you will, is that Watsco Center is unable to host us. And that was the deciding factor at the end of the day as to how we were going to be able to do or not do conference. But for Don Shree and I, you know, conference is something that we've done for the last 10 years. And so it's not really an event on our calendar, but rather it's a moment that our calendar revolves around. And for so many of us, I know for Don Shree and I, it's a moment that we look forward to every year, that we expect to hear from God, that really shapes our entire year. And so I have been laboring over coming to you and slowing everything down because I've been hoping and praying that we could put it on this year. But just unfortunately, it's not going to happen the way that we envisioned it to happen.
It's true. And so for both of us, we're so bummed that we're not going to be at the Watsco this year. I think if anybody's disappointed, we're incredibly disappointed because there's nothing like VU Conference. And being there with you, well, every single year, it's one of the highlights of our year. But even with the word that there was no way that we were going to be able to move forward with it this year, I think already, now that we know that this is how it's going to roll, we already are speaking vision into 2021. I cannot wait until we're all together. And I think when I think back over VU Conference, every single year, as we take those 3 days and we put them on our calendar and say, God, I'm not going to plan anything else. I'm going to be a part of community. I'm going to seek you. I'm going to focus on you. God does the miraculous. And I look back over the last 10 years, and every single year VU Conference marks my life. And how many of you would agree that you look back on VU Conference memories and you're like, I remember that session. I remember that conversation with my buddy after the session that changed everything. I remember, what is your memory? Because for me, I just have every single year God does something different. And so we now that we've pivoted, we have a lot of hope for what's in front of us. And we do trust that God's plan is always the best plan.
I think disappointment always comes from unmet expectations. And I know I began 2020 with a whole lot of expectations for this year's conference. Over 4,000 people registered already that we were looking forward to hosting. We believe that we were going to see close to 6,000 people gather at the Watsco Center. So it's such a great lineup this year, and we were looking forward to having so many things going in our favor. And so when things like this happen, it's disappointing to say the least. And so we want you to know from our hearts that we feel your disappointment. We share your frustration. I was reading some comments the other day of some people going, man, I'm spending my birthday at VU Conference 2020. And so we just want you to know that we understand how disappointing this is. I do want to give some clarity regarding 2021 and those of you that are registered, because with so many people registered, it's really our hope that all of you that are registered would just say, you know what, we're coming to 2021. And that's really how it's working. Everyone who's registered for 2020 right now, you have a ticket for 2021. Your spot is secure. I think like 90% of the lineup, Mike Todd's coming back, Sarah Jakes is coming back. We're in talks right now with Pastor Louis Giglio, Chad Veach is coming. We're going to have so many more guests that are just going to get added to the lineup, man. I'll tell you this much. You give us 12 months to plan VU Conference, we do a pretty good job. But you give us 24 months to plan VU Conference, I promise you 2021 is going to be unlike anything we've ever seen before. My ask out of you right now is to say, you know what? We're just going to put our focus on 2021. We're going to be excited about it. We're going to secure our tickets. We're going to maybe buy another ticket. In fact, our team right now is looking for different ways to make it even more available for people, because we think that we can get about 7,500, maybe 8,000 people into the Watsco Center. So I'm going for 2021. Let's have the biggest conference we've ever had.
Yes.
Let's honestly, let's slap COVID in the face and show up strong next year. And so my ask out of you is, if you have questions, if you have comments, for sure, email us. That email address, Chris, that people can email us at is
VUconference@VUchurch.com.
VUconference@VUchurch.com. If you have any comments or concerns regarding your tickets right now, VUconference@VUchurch.com. Please realize there's thousands of people, and we're going to try to get back to you as quick as we possibly can. But with that said, if you got a ticket, you got a ticket for 2021. We're hoping you're just locked in and you're on the journey with us. But I really wanted to make this a little bit more special because, you know, us at VU Church and VU Conference, we don't want to just do small things. And so I thought today I would give you a little bit of a presentation about what is to come. Here we start and we begin with this basic question. What happened, ladies and gentlemen? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Can they see that on the screen?
Should they come closer? It's really small.
Can we see that on IG there? Okay, perfect. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. A thing called COVID-19 happened. None of us expected a plague, a virus to break out across the world as we started this year. And it has set everybody in different directions and has shaken everybody. Nobody can escape the grips of what this virus has done to so many people. And so that's what happened with VU Conference. But the question really remains is where are we now? Well, of course, we're planning for 2021 and we want it to be bigger and better, but we don't want to stop there. Yes, conference is postponed for 2020, but friends, it is not canceled. Ooh,
No,
I think limitation is really an opportunity for innovation. So let me tell you what we're doing. Our team is right now designing, put this in the chat, a virtual experience unlike anything we have ever done before. So I want to be very, very clear about this because we are working on something that we've never done before, and the ideas and the excitement I think is really, really cool.
That's right.
I think VU Conference has a great opportunity, even though there's a major obstacle in front of us. So I want to present to you what we are calling VU Conference Live. VU Conference Live. VU Conference Live. Well, it is honestly, it's us saying that we're going to do something like we've never done before. And our team, I'm on the wrong slide. There it is. VU Conference Live should have worked on these slides a little bit more, is not a seminar. I don't even like that word, seminar. It's definitely not a webinar. What are webinars, by the way? That sounds like the most boring experience of my entire life. We're not putting that on. It's not a summit. My goodness, what is this? Is this like, no, it's not a summit. And it's not a live stream. I'm tired of all this live stream stuff. Even right now, there's just too many limitations here. Let me tell you what this is. This VU Conference Live is an interactive experience.
Interactive experience.
You want to talk about that?
Yep, interactive experience, meaning that you're not just watching, that you are participating. And we are working right now to create an interactive experience that you can actually not just receive from, but that you can actually participate, get to know people, make relationships, have questions that you have in your life answered. And I think it's going to be the best thing yet.
We have really big goals set up for this because we're believing that we're going to be able to impact more people than ever before with VU Conference Live, which, by the way, is going to be free. Let me give you a little more information about it right now.
Wait, did you just say free?
I said free.
I'm going to say that a little bit louder.
Next week,
it's free.
Everyone say next week in the chat. Next week. We are going to be announcing the guests and the schedule for this. I think it's also important to know that if you're already registered for 2020, you already have a ticket. Your ticket is applied to next year's conference, but you've also got a ticket already for this free conference, VU Conference Live. And Don Shree, to be honest with you, I'm personally just really excited about this. Like, we don't back down from things. We keep going. And this is what we're really hoping people are going to get out of it. Number one, we're hoping that there will be a deeper encounter with God.
Yes.
You know, VU Conference has always been around encountering God, equipping the church, and empowering next generation leaders. We're hoping for breakouts and workshops that give tactical insight and equip you for leadership. So even right now, if you've got ideas or thoughts of things that you're looking for content in, we're calling all of our friends. We're trying to bring everybody to play a part in VU Conference Live. But also, we want to develop stronger relationships with our community. One of the things that Don True just mentioned is that because we're using technology, we want all of our conference sessions to have an element of community groups, of VU crews, if you will, digital crews, that people can talk through the content. And so much of this right now is being put together. And next week, we're going to be making a much larger announcement. So here's what I'm saying. If you're registered for VU Conference 2020, you're already registered for VU Conference 2021. That's a bonus. That conference is only going to become bigger and better as we add to it and as we pull out all the stops. But also, this year, you're getting a free event, which is an online experience, a virtual interactive experience called VU Conference Live. Don Shree and I are going to be hosting, and we cannot wait to come into your homes. It's going to be happening the same weekend this conference was planned to happen this year. And next week, the details will be there. What we'd love for you to do right now is start spreading the word, start bringing clarity. As this stream shuts down today, our website is already updated with 2021 information. There you can spread the word to other people to get registered. If you're watching right now, you are registered for 2020. You don't have to do anything. You're already locked in for next year. But let's start spreading the word. Next week, look out for some IG posts regarding VU Conference Live because we are in the lab and we are going to work. I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of the way they've responded. And we're just really grateful for all of you. For the most part, man, we've gotten only support, only prayers from people. And we want to do a better job of communicating from here on out with all the things that are happening at VU Conference. We've been holding out, hoping that we can put this conference on this year. And unfortunately, we have to postpone it. But just because we're postponed doesn't mean we're canceling it. It is VU Conference Live.
So in this State of the Union address, before we go, I just want to give you the bullet points of what we've discussed today so that you are very clear. We are not meeting at the Watsco for VU Conference 2020. If you've registered for VU Conference 2020, you actually are already right now registered for VU Conference 2021. And just because we can't meet in person for VU Conference 2020, we are still going to have community the same weekend that VU Conference was planned to take place this year. We are not having a summit. We are not having a webinar. We are not having a seminar. We are having an online interactive experience with countless friends, guests from around the world who will be pouring into all of our lives over those 3 days online. And there's more information on that to come.
That's a very good sum up. And you're the hottest little first lady I've ever saw in my entire life.
Love you.
No one's ever called me the president. I was the president of my fraternity once, which was very, very cool. Guys, we love you so much. And please know that Don Tree and I, we care about you so much. VU Conference is a family. It's a community of people. And it's okay to be disappointed. We're disappointed.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to just put up an Instagram post. I actually wanted to come and talk to you. I wanted to share our personality with you, have some fun, and let you know that we love you. We're so thankful for those of you that support VU Conference. We're so thankful for those that have been on the journey with us.
Yes.
And although this year is going to look different, it's still going to happen. It's just going to be different. But if you heard my message this past week, we're telling a different story. So let's put on the best experience we've ever had for VU Conference 2020. We're going online, VU Conference Live, free event. I think we could honestly have 100,000 people stream VU Conference. Why not? Let's
do it.
Let's just dream big. Let's spread the word. Let's share the word. And then let's all show up in Miami 2021. And let's make 2021 the last year we're at the Watsco Center. Let's just be out of room. Let's just be out of room. I'm just prophesying.
Let's go.
But we love you guys, and this is our State of the Union address. Spread the word. Let people know you guys are the best in the world. God bless you guys. God bless you guys.
Book your flight now for 2021.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see you there.
Exactly. God bless.
Love you.
We love you.
Bye.